similarly, Clayton shares a story in the book. I think he was in a graduate program, Rhodes Scholar at Oxford University, not too shabby, and I can only imagine the massive amount of academic work he had to do. And he shares quite tenderly in the book a story about how every evening he, for I think the entire time at Oxford, he would take an hour and not study, but instead be very quiet, very deliberately reflective, thinking, discerning, understanding what his purpose was in life. And from that, he became much more clear. Would you maybe do a better job of telling that story and maybe expand on how the value, maybe it's obvious, but the value of knowing, of uncovering what our purpose is in life?
Sure. So Clay is very religious, and for him it was about, he really wanted to focus that question and hopefully receive an answer on what is my purpose. And he decided it was more important than an extra hour of studying, and it was more important than exercise or whatever other thing might have been competing for that time. It was the top priority for him, is to come to some understanding of his purpose, because once he understood his purpose in life, he could start making choices that reflected his purpose, that could prioritize things that were helpful to his purpose. And I know Clay feels very strongly that if you don't stop, any of us stop to reflect upon our own purpose and think about it and take some time, it's not something you do in the shower and you have it. It's not something that you just can write down some good goals and put it down, but truly think about, and your answer will be individual. Everyone's answer will be individual. What is my purpose in this life? What do I want this all to add up to? What will I have achieved as a result of my life? And if you don't actively think about it, you're never really going to have a good answer to that question. And why does it matter if you have a good answer to that question? Well, what are you aiming all of your energy and efforts for if you don't have a clear sense of your purpose? And that takes time and that takes reflection. And your answer will be different than Clay's, but I think if you don't take time to think about it, life just has a way of filling your hours and your days, and you will find yourself a little bit rudderless in the choices that you're making, and perhaps unhappy as you get to the later stages of your life about the choices that you did make and what consequences they had in your life.